let me ask you something uncomfortable. What if your hustle isn't holy? What if your obsession with control, your addiction to productivity, and your consistent need to, quote unquote, figure it out is the very thing keeping you from encountering God's power? Listen, self-sufficiency isn't strength. It's a spiritual lie dressed up in ambition. You might be calling it grind, discipline, or even leadership, but God is calling it what it is: pride. Today, we're tearing that idol down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the New Path, New You podcast. My name is Ron Cool, and today we are continuing our series, Breaking Free from the Idol of Productivity. And if you haven't checked it out yet, we have a free 5-day devotional at newpathnewyou.com. Check it out. But today's title is The Lie of Self-Sufficiency. There was a season in my life where everything looked right on the outside. Client wins, financial goals hit, family photos where we were all smiling, looking right and tight on Instagram. Even my Bible stayed open. Well, sometimes. But deep down, I was white-knuckling life. I had plans, timelines, systems, and zero peace. I told myself I was being responsible. But the truth was, I didn't trust God. Not with my business, not with my image, not with my schedule, not with my marriage, not with my family. I knew about surrender, but I refused to do it. I was functioning like a believer, but operating like an atheist, fully in control, until everything crashed. And I'll never forget the moment God said, "You've built something I never asked you to. Now you're asking me to bless it." Wow. Let's talk about this false gospel of self-made. The world feeds us this lie of 24/7. Be self-made, be untouchable, be enough. Social media preaches it. Podcasts normalize it. Even some pulpits flirt with it. But God, He destroys that down. Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. That's not a feel-good verse. That's a confrontation. You're either trusting Him or you're trusting you. I remember not too long ago, I still had a few clients that I kept on to. And I remember God saying, you trust me or you don't. And I was like, whoa, okay, Lord, I trust you. And I got rid of those clients because I'm fully trusting in what God is asking me to do for my next step. And He will provide because the Lord provides. And let's be real, your quiet time doesn't cancel your pride. I said it. Just because you're in the Bible doesn't mean all the pride is gone. Your hustle isn't holy if it's not surrendered. Period. And God won't play backup to your self-worship. Because if you're hustling and it's not holy, you have pride. And if you have pride, you have self-worship. When you lean on your own understanding, you've become your own God. And let's be honest. How's that been working for you? Now let's talk about the danger of control. If you feel like you have to control everything, control feels safe, predictable, efficient. But it's also toxic when it comes to your faith. God doesn't bless what you won't surrender. When you're always second-guessing everyone else, playing out every worst-case scenario, making moves without prayer, you've got a trust issue. And frankly, that's been my entire life up until surrendering it to God. And that whole concept is very vertical, not horizontal. We think we're just being smart. But sometimes wisdom is fear in disguise. The kingdom doesn't run on control. It runs on dependency. I want us all to do a quick gut check, and I'm going to give you guys a few signs to see if you're walking in trust or self-reliance. So number one, you plan everything, but you pray about nothing. Number two, you seek advice after you've already made the decision, just to give yourself that I made the right choice feeling. How about number three? This is the best one here. You feel guilty for resting. Or number four, you measure worth by results. And this one, I think, hits every man out there. You feel burned out, but you can't stop pushing. If that's you, if any of those are you, guess what? You're not leading with faith. You're just managing survival. And survival is not God's will for your life. He's not calling you to barely hang on. He's calling you to live free, in full dependence on Him. So let's shift from this self-reliance to a surrendered life. And what does that actually look like? Well, let's simplify it. Before you plan, you pray. Before you post, you pause. Before you build, you bow. Surrender is not weakness. Its power flows from humility. The most dangerous man in the room isn't the loudest or the busiest. He's the one who doesn't run the show. He's the one who knows he doesn't run the show. And if you really want to know what real authority feels like, it's being fully led by God. No striving, no faking, no performance, just obedience. So you might be sitting here thinking, okay, yes, I think I'm being a little bit self-reliant, but how do I put this into like real life? Well, I'm going to give you four ways. Business. Are you forcing growth or following peace? Are you forcing growth or following peace? How about marriage? Are you leading with humility or controlling outcomes? Parenting, are you trying to be perfect or pointing your kids to the perfect one? Because we don't have to be perfect. All we have to do is point him to the one who is. How about your health? Are you pushing past limits instead of asking God to restore? The word doesn't say, you've got this. It says, God's got you. Let Him lead you. Remember, Proverbs 3:5-6 is your lifeline. Not your Instagram bio, not your backup plan. It's a daily surrender decision. So here's a challenge for you. Think of and then write down one area of your life where you've been operating without God. Maybe it's your business, your finances, your schedule, your anxiety. Then literally say this out loud. God, I trust you more than I trust myself with blank, whatever that is. And don't stop there. Start doing things differently. Pray before you move. Listen before you speak. Wait before you jump. You'll feel awkward at first. That's okay. Obedience isn't about comfort. It's about lordship. And if any of these hit home, I would love to connect with you more. Head over to newpathnewYou.com. You can download our free devotional, Breaking Free from the Idol of Productivity. It's completely free. And it'll wreck the pride you don't even know you have. And I can't wait until you stop trusting in yourself. Surrender to the throne, because Jesus never asked you to be impressive. He asked you to follow. And he is on a new path for a new you. See you next week.